Food stocks pile high, uncertainty looms, and a new order takes shape as parents on a low income who send their children to this nursery face the consequences of Argentina's financial turmoil. For this father, Julio, the new president's favorite slogan, "There's no money left," rings especially true.
Ahora estoy en rojo, no puedo sacar nada del banco porque no pagué la tarjeta. En el tiempo que vino la pandemia empecé a usar la plata que me habían liquidado y ahí quedó cero y no pude pagar más la tarjeta. El tema acá para pagar la boleta de luz, de gas, de agua está complicado porque ha subido más de lo que es y ahora se viene otro aumento más.
Julio recently lost his job as a cashier. Now, in real terms, he earns just a third of what he did before, as prices in Argentina have nearly quadrupled over 12 months, with inflation spiking most after the new government devalued the Argentine peso by 50%. With a second son on the way, Julio is desperate for more support.
Igual hace poco hubo cambio de gobierno acá en Argentina y perjudicó más a la clase trabajadora media, ¿viste?, que a los trabajadores altos. Entonces se complicó más en el sistema también de que el sistema del gobierno quiere sacar más las ayudas a nosotros, ¿viste?, los que no podemos pagar, poner una clínica o pagar un colegio. Antes tenía más o menos un balance, casi todos tenían un solo sueldo, que era un buen sueldo, pero ahora no, ahora lo sacó directamente él y las empresas manejan cada uno con su propio sueldo.
¿Eso te preocupa un poco?
Bueno, en realidad siempre preocupa eso.
Hunger hurts, this mural a few streets down says, painting a picture of a country suffering from near a decade of inflation 10 times the global average. Across the road are posters of President Javier Milei on a derelict building. His strategy to repair Argentina's crumbling economy relies on destruction, cutting public spending, slashing the size of the state. A libertarian vision which he is now trying to take to other countries.
Cada vez que el Estado interviene, quiere decirles que las ideas del socialismo empobrecedor han fracasado y la gente lo sabe. La gente sabe que el socialismo es siempre y en todo lugar un fenómeno empobrecedor y violentamente asesino.
But this free market revolution has led to a series of historic strikes in Argentina. And President Milei still has 3.5 years to go until the next presidential elections.
The general population is still giving credit to Milei and giving him time to deliver. But how long? If things don't get better by the end of this year, it's very hard to imagine that you won't see more social upheaval.
In Congress, members of President Milei's Freedom Advances Party point to month-to-month figures suggesting inflation is slowing down as signs of promise. But Congressman Mayoraz recognizes that President Milei's austerity may be hampering public services.
Probably people will see that they are receiving the consequences of this cut, but it's necessary and people support him in this way because Javier Milei didn't lie them. He said what he will do before the election, so people are agree with that.
This impoverished Buenos Aires neighborhood is called the Hidden City, symbolic of its social isolation from the public eye. Here, people voted against Javier Milei, but have been hit hardest by subsidy cuts. The community centre's founder, Cielo Escalada, has lived here for 31 years, providing aid to people in need. Across Argentina, there are over 5 million more people living in poverty compared to last year, according to one university study. Cielo believes the current crisis is the worst since she started.
Cuando empezamos, trabajamos mucho con los bebés desnutridos. Por falta de alimento, no crecían sus huesitos, sus manos, no crecen, se mueren. Y que nuevamente estamos viendo niños desnutridos, niños muy delgaditos por falta de alimento.
Hundreds of food banks are closing down, with courts ordering President Milei to provide others with more aid. Cielo's centre has not been getting the same resources they once received. Children are left unprotected from mosquito-borne diseases, and cooks are not being paid living wages. She compares the hardships brought by spending cuts to Argentina's financial crisis in 2001.
Al menos en el 2001 las escuelas no se cerraban y los comedores no se cerraban. Ahora se cierran. Creemos que ahora va a pasar el tiempo y vamos a estar peor. Es una época muy mala que nos toca.
¿Está con miedo que esta fundación podría cerrar?
Sí, tengo miedo, pero creo que no vamos a dejar de luchar mucho, porque todas las personas de este lugar son muy luchadoras.
This fighting spirit is seen all around Buenos Aires, as volunteers take Fridays off to help some of the thousands of homeless people around the city. But problems could yet get worse. UN analysts predict a recession of around 3% for 2024, while the government have removed protections for people who were made redundant in a mammoth economic reform bill passed in June. And after a year of being homeless, Ricardo's patience is wearing out.
Yo necesito un país mejor, para que mis hijos o mis nietos no coman de la basura. Estoy cansado de ver gente que revuelve la basura. Y yo no quiero morirme, quiero vivir como un ser humano. No quiero lujo, no quiero ir de vacaciones, no quiero nada de eso. Pero sentarme en una mesa y comer un asado, aunque sea con dos viejitas que se están muriendo.
Unsettled Argentinians like Ricardo bear the brunt of President Milei's so-called shock therapy. They fear a darker time ahead, with deep unrest in this country never a distant possibility. Mauricio Alencar, Buenos Aires, Argentina.